Hey guys, we are live today with Ausin Clark. It is January 17th. Very excited to sit down with Ausin. He has been building away just like we were in the bear market. He's been very successful over the past several months. He's got his own community. We're going to get into all of that. Without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce Ausin to you. Ausin, do you want to just maybe tell us, there's going to be people here that obviously know who you are, but there's going to be people here that have no clue. So maybe a little bit of quick introduction, how long you've been trading. I know you're doing a little bit of trading on the side and you do crypto, some of it, but walk us through who Ausin Clark is and a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, man. Again, really happy to be here. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be on here and just talk to more people in the community. I know that's a lot. When you're a leader, you want to make sure you have good quality people talking to your community. So a little bit about me. I like to tell people, like, my name is Austin, but that's not who I am. Who I am is somebody that just wants to live life on my own terms, do what I want to do. And it's led me down a lot of asset classes. I started out, I did 7 years in the United States Army, active duty. And as I was going through the military, I just fell out of love with what I was doing. I was very miserable and just didn't love what I was doing. And so many people, they kept telling me, hey, you got to do your 20 years, right? And we're always conditioned as we grow up to do the pension. You got to get to the pension. That's the goal. And it never clicked with me, even when I was a kid. Even when I was a kid, I was just like, something doesn't feel right about this. And started off investing in literal stocks on Robinhood that Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett and all these people would literally just post on CNBC after they already bought in. So they're just selling on top of us pretty much, but that's besides the point. So all that type of stuff, right? And then I went down the rabbit hole of dividend investing where you could get dividends on holding stocks. And then I went from there. And after I kind of felt like I understood that, I went into real estate, and that's where my bread and butter was. That's where, when I was in the military, I started building my real estate portfolio, literally just using residential loans, like nothing special, no sexy stuff there. Then I started getting a little bit deeper into real estate, doing syndications with my real estate buddies, like apartment complexes, that type of stuff. And that's what got me out of the military. And quickly, I found out that I'm a very high impact person. I want to be somebody that is always like doing something. I can't just, and real estate's very slow. And that's where I discovered crypto. That's where I discovered trading. That's where I discovered who I was as a content creator. All this stuff just kept on blossoming. And obviously, fast forward from the bull market, I was pretty successful trading in the bull market when it came to crypto and stuff, like projects, not like day trading or anything like that. But then I started falling in love with day trading and seeing other people's lives being impacted through day trading, and seeing everyone in the prop firm space just significantly having better lives with trading none of their own money. And it just blew my mind when I ever even heard about prop firms. So now that's my little story. And then who I am, I'm now a full-time day trader. I do this. I'm a real estate investor, just an entrepreneur, a business owner. And day trading is what takes up my mornings. My business is what takes up my afternoons, and content creation and all that. And now I lead. My goal is to be the most elite trade group that 2024 will ever see. And I take that very serious. I see 2-pack trade group members in the audience, and they know exactly what I mean when I say that. And what I mean is leading a group that is not about the bottom line. A lot of traders and trade groups and trade communities, they literally just are trying to make money off their people. I literally charge $30 a month. And I've had it capped at 100 people. I never let more than 100 people be in there. People want to trickle in and out, they can, but I never let more than 100. But the problem with that, right? It's a terrible business model. Terrible business model. $30 a month and only 100 people. You know my ceiling. And so as I fell in love with the community and built my trading models, I noticed that there is definitely a need for the public to use data-backed trading models that, I'm not sitting here hyping it up. It works. I've made a lot of money in the prop industry doing this, but I want to put it into a way where anybody can put on the charts and see it for themselves, but not just trust my word. Not trust me, bro. It's profitable. You have the data on your chart that you can fine tune for any asset. So yes, crypto, any time frame. Yes, even swing trading, anything like that, to have the ability to use data to back your decisions on the charts, and using models that have high probabilities on the charts. So when you combine the two, that's what then came out with me wanting to give more to my community, but I want to treat it like a business. So I created a whole business, did everything like that. and I want to create more revenue, but I don't want to upcharge my people again, like 90% of these trade groups out here where they don't actually trade. They just take membership fees and they're actually rich, not from trading, but through memberships and trade signal groups and all that stuff, right? So I wanted to give back more to my members, my 100 elite traders in my pack trade group, but I couldn't find out how. And then that's what made me and motivated me to create my indicators, my algorithms that anybody can add to their chart for the general public. And I can take that revenue, obviously, just like you said, with CryptoNairs and reinvest it back into my community. So that was the main motivation behind this. It's not to get rich or to make money off of you. I make plenty of money trading. And even if you compare the prices to my indicators, which is $45 a month, and we're going to go over all this, or $80 a month for the algorithms, there's people charging $200 a month just to get signals. And I think I deliver way more value at even more than half the cost. So that's a little bit of who I am. That's what we're here to talk about today, the products and where I come from with day trading, because trading is a very stereotypically sketchy and for good reason industry. So I like to give you guys a lot of context on where I'm coming from so that you don't think I'm just some grifter up here talking a bunch of nonsense.
No, I appreciate that, man. And let me first off, and thank you for your service. I really do. I spend some of my time in the Xeno mining community. There's a lot of veterans in there, and I think it's very important to support, vets and current people serving the military. So I just want to thank you for your service, and we really appreciate having you here. Let's talk a little bit about, I know you've been building these signals. How long have you been working on this? How long have you been perfecting this craft? And like, what's the culmination of it? How long have you been working on it? And where we are today with it? Are they finished? People can buy them. Like, talk to us a little bit about the path that you've been on with all of this.
Yeah, I got the idea. So I'll start from the idea. I got the idea of building this into an indicator / algorithm and all that stuff like March of last year. I just got absolutely infatuated with just the love for algorithms and being able to passively be alerted and passively trade from a proprietary trading model. Like it blew my mind. And so many people are like, what's the biggest counter, right? Is if it's so easy, why doesn't everybody do it? And we'll get into that too, why. But there's a lot more involved than just letting something run, right? So shout out to Astrobit. Astrobit was the community that the company that kind of led me into, and I think you even did some AMAs with them. Yeah. They kind of gave me exposure to algorithmic trading. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. Why don't I do this with how I trade? So then I finally started refining how I traded back in March of last year into a mechanical process that can actually be coded, and it's not super discretionary where human intervention always needs to be fine tuning it or anything like that. And then on June of last year, when I opened my Discord, that's when I also started building and working with my developer on every one of these products that you guys are going to be able to use, which is my indicators and algorithms. So almost, I would say, what is that, June? About 6 months of full development updates, version 5.0s and 7.3s and all those versions to right now. Yes, you guys are going to be using a fully done product. It's not still in development or anything like that. It's fully finished. So yeah, about 6 months of actual development, 8 months of dreaming about it and executing and coming to fruition.
Man, that's insane. And congratulations on all that hard work, man, because just you talking about it, it sounds like you've just spent day after day after day. The sun comes up, the sun goes down, you're still working on it. And I know what that feels like. Talk to us about the success that you have had with these indicators so far. How has your community reacted? How are they using these indicators to make money out here? Because I know it's not just crypto, right? You're trading other markets. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the success that you've had, and then what markets the indicators are working in, so people have a good understanding.
Yeah, and I want to be very clear about this. One, I do not ever want to hype up what I'm doing. I want you guys to listen to what I'm saying, but then validate me, audit me. So you can go into my Discord and literally tag anybody that is either funded trader with a funded trader role or a Wolf certified. And you can say, hey, is this legit? And I also see a couple pack members in the audience, so you can also do them. But when I say my models, right, the models that I'm using, they're in the indicator, but I'm sitting here, I'm going to tell you how many people so you can quantify it. But there's so many different models. I can't specifically tell you, oh, this guy got funded by this specific one.
Okay.
So everyone that's been funded either has used my model, a version of my models, my trading models, anything like that. But there's so many people using different variations of how I trade. It would be very disingenuous and deceiving of me to say, oh yeah, everyone's gotten funded off this one specific indicator, trading this one specific asset, right? Like, and you guys are going to understand when I share my screen and kind of show you how this works. It's going to vary between everybody, but the data, if you follow it and stick with it, it's very effective. You just have to stick with it. It's so, because like, for instance, Alpha, I see Alpha Bravo down there. He's one of our PAC trade group members. We trade US 30 and NASDAQ, which is the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ. So they got funded. Let's say Alpha got funded with range break, which is one of my indicators in my models, but they were trading the Dow Jones with it. And it took them, let's say, 2 months to get funded. But for you guys that are primarily crypto, let's say you're trying to day trade Ethereum or Bitcoin or swing trade or whatever, it's like that doesn't really translate because there's a whole different sets of probabilities. So just understand when I tell you guys the results, that's where I'm coming from. I want to be very real about this. But the consistency in the results is what you can also get. I'm not promising returns and guaranteeing anything, but it is the consistency that you can also build with crypto if you want to trade crypto assets with them. So I have a funding flex channel where I have all of my members that get funded using the models that we talk about, using the psychology that we go over, which is the most important thing if you really want to be a trader. There's so many profitable edges out there and strategies, but if your psychology sucks, you're never going to be a profitable trader. But we have currently 21 funded traders, fully funded traders, the majority, and out of 100 people, out of 100 members. And this is people that have gone through the entire process, took it serious. This is not a get rich quick, whatever. This takes time because we are trying to build professional elite traders. I'm not trying to get you funded in a week or a day and get you a Lambo by tomorrow. Like that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to create lifestyle change, not 6-pack ab shortcuts.
Gotcha.
So with these indicators, with those 20 some people that's gotten funded, I'd say a little bit over half of these people, they didn't know what a candlestick was when they first joined the Discord. So if you feel like you're a beginner or you feel overwhelmed, there's truly no excuse. I have people that's also in the military. I have people that's using these models that are full-time business owners or full-time drivers. I have people that are in different time zones. I have a kid that is literally funded. He is 17 years old, lives in Thailand or Philippines, lives in the Philippines, fully funded, staying up until midnight to trade the New York session. And he wants this. So I'll tell you guys the success, but I also need to give you the context that this does take work. This is not something that is just going to, buy and sell. This does take work, but if you put in the work, you can get the lifestyle benefits of trading and using these tools to gauge your success.
So Ausin, let's, because we've said the word fully funded maybe 10 times. So why don't we explain what fully funded means? Does that mean like the person, went to the moon? Does it mean they made a successful trade? Let's explain what fully funded means. And then what I want to do is walk into that showroom and you give me a walk around of that, that new car, the new models that you built out and show us how this works, please.
Absolutely. So prop firm trading is one of the best ways of trading, in my opinion. Like I try not to talk in a lot of guarantees or I try not to use a lot of major terms that generalize everything. But in my opinion, prop firm trading is one of the most lucrative ways to scale your capital if you're a profitable and effective trader. If you think that you have an edge and if you think you can be emotionally disciplined to stick to that edge over a year, 2 years, 3 years, prop firm trading is so great. So what prop firm trading is, just like how I like to tell people, if you were to go to nursing school, right? Just because you graduate nursing school, it doesn't mean that you're magically a nurse. No, you have to pay a fee, sit down for the nursing exam, and then if you pass the exam, now you're a nurse. But part of the prereq to sit for that exam is you got to have a degree, right? So in prop firm, it's the same thing. You pay a fee. That fee is going to be, however expensive that fee is determining what size account you're wanting to test for. And then the test is the challenge that you have to take to prove your profitability. Now, the parameters slightly change depending on the prop firm. There's hundreds out there. There's about 10 that I would really trust. The rest of them, they're fly-by-nights. They'll they won't even, it's just like crypto, right? There's about 10 really good projects and the rest, you don't even want to touch them with a 10-foot ledger. But with this, it's the same thing. So there's different like requirements, like you need to make like 8% off the account, and then your drawdown is only like say 5%. Like there's different requirements. So I don't want to get into the nuance of all that because they're going to be different. But if you guys just literally Google what is prop firm trading, everything is there. And all it is you take an exam. Let's say it's a $50,000 account. So you take a fee, you pay like a $200 fee. You take the challenge. It is a simulated account, just a paper trading account. You make the requirements that the prop firm gives you. So let's say you make 8% on the 50K, and that's phase one. Then phase two, they're usually about half of the profit target. So let's say in this case, it's 4%. So then you make 4%, and then boom, you pass it. Congratulations. Now you have a $50,000 live account with the prop firm. And then you make, usually it's about 80 to 90% commissions on the profits that you make. So in this case, if it's 50K, right, and you make 80%, you can do the math on how lucrative that is. And the main solution to prop firms is it opens you up to the main problem with profitable traders, which is capital. Like a lot of people that are profitable, maybe they just don't have the capital. Maybe they can take $100, you do the math, even if you double it a few times, which is very hard, it's still not life-changing money. But if you can make a consistent 2%, 3% in a month, or even 2 to 5% or 10% in a quarter, whatever, because there's different models that make different percentages, that can be very lucrative for you. And the only thing you're at risk for is the fee. So prop firm trading is beautiful. So when I say funded, I mean people have literally passed phase one, phase two, and got fully funded, and now they're trading live capital, either 50K, 100K. They go all the way up to like 400K worth of funding in challenges.
You know what's insane, Ausin? And like I think I've been in crypto too long, because like when I hear 8%, 10%, I'm like, like it's so strange, right? Because I'm like, man, if it's not up at 1,000% or 500%, like I'm not interested.
Well, that's a great point. But let me show you here. So the percentages that you're talking, right? So we can do this. You guys can do the math with me. This is how crazy it is. So if you want to think in terms of ROI, let's say you pay for $100,000, because that's the average. Let's say you pay $400, because that's usually the average price for a 100K account. Let's say you pay $400. That's the only thing you're out, $400. And then you have a $100,000 account. You make, say, 5%. 5% is a very conservative and doable percentage if you stick to a model. Okay, I'm not promising returns, but you have to be disciplined. You're going to take losses. They happen. But let's say if you make 5%, it could be a month, it could be 2 months. Let's just say it takes you 3 months to make 5%. We're just talking about 5%. That's $5,000. 5,000 times 0.80, which is the 80% profit share. You make $4,000. So you paid $400 to get a $100,000 account, and now you made 5%, or you made that money, right? So now $4,000 is your profit share. Mm-hmm. You do 400 divided by 4,000. That's a nice ROI. Yeah. No, you know what I mean? That is the ROI in that.
So let's do this, man, because a lot of people here, they want to go into the showroom, and I'm going back to this thing because I came from the car business, and we like to talk about Lambos and Ferraris. So show us the Lambo, man. Let's take a tour. I want to take a test drive.
Absolutely.
I want to see how this all works, and because I know there's people in the audience that are kind of excited, man, because you've laid it all out. Now we want to see the Ferrari, man. We want to see it shine.
Let me show you guys the Ferrari.
And the reason I say,
although I'm more of a classic guy, but
what is your car then, man? Like you're on the moon tomorrow. What are you going on buying? You're going to buy a '69, Chevelle?
You're gonna laugh.
What is
You're gonna laugh at what my actual goal car is.
What is it, bro?
I don't even want to tell you. You guys are just gonna make fun of me.
Oh, you got to tell us now because you kind of went down here.
It is a new whenever I'm actually going to buy one, whatever the newest one is. Honestly, I am not a super materialistic guy. The only car that really catches my eye, because one, it's economic, but it's also sexy, and it can actually go very fast, and it looks nice. A Kia Stinger. Okay. I love Kia Stinger. I don't know why. It's just, dude, Kia Stinger. Oh my God, they're so nice. They're beautiful cars.
We all have
and they'll last
different
forever.
Things that we like. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. All right. And Ariana was asking, do you work with Elevate, or are you guys separate? Because I know you work with Astrobit.
Elevate from Astrobit? No, yeah, I'm not associated with
different
Elevate.
Ariana. Cybertruck, that's my Lambo. Hey man, Mulciver is worried about people shooting at him, right? He's got to get that bulletproof glass. That thing's pretty insane though. Mulciver, I think you'll get there with your storage chain bag, man. I think you'll have a whole, you'll have one in every color. To be honest with you, man.
Okay, here we go. Let me share my screen. Sorry, I just had to get my chart set up.
You're all good, brother. I hope too, Mulciver. I hope too, bro. All right, he's sharing a screen, guys. If you want to go ahead and click on it to pull it up, and man, there's a lot going on here. So please break this down for us.
Absolutely. So these are just 4 different charts. So fun story. If you guys join my Discord, which the link is in the bio of my profile, I'm sure he'll share it after and stuff.
Yep.
But this right here. So when I gave you guys the comparison that people are charging like $200 a month in signal groups and all that nonsense, I have a signal group, if you want to call it that. These are not buy and sell signals, and you should not use these as buy and sell signals by any means. It's a transparent way of showing you guys my models working real time. You guys can join my Discord, it's called a trade alerts, and you'll see it. It's called trade alerts roll, and you will get alerted for free. This is, in my opinion, I know I'm being biased, this is like double the quality for free of trade setups that you can get sent to you and be alerted for 100% free. So that will always be free. If you want to join my Discord and just get the trade alert roll to see how it works and see it real time hitting, you can get that roll and check them out. Again, I see Pack Trade Group members in here already that using them /see them so they can vouch for me as well. So they also take losses. Oh my God. Trading, you can take losses. Yes. So this is today. You can see here, this is 17th of January, 2024. So these are, and I'll break into what each of these are and what they mean. Okay. But just today, again, deuce or risk. What's up?
Oh, I said, okay, I'm following with you, bro.
Sorry.
I'm getting closer to the screen so I can take all this in.
Yeah. So these are the trades that these took today. This was a loss. This was a loss. Then this was a win. Then this was a full take profit win right here. And what these are doing is these are using the 2 different models that I primarily trade. There's a couple that I do trade, but you just can't turn them into algorithms. But these models right here, this is just today, right? And due to risk management, positive risk management, meaning you risk $1 to get $2, right, or whatever. You want to your rewards should be greater than your loss. We still ended up green for the day with the bots, and I even posted my MetaTrader 5. And if you guys don't know what MetaTrader is, that's like the common platform people in the Forex world use to trade. It's like the terminal, just like a centralized exchange. That's how you trade. MetaTrader. I even posted the daily gain for the day, that even though we got 2 losses here with all of these due to risk management, still a beautiful green day. And actually, funny fact, this one right here, we're up 3. I was in my because I live trade in front of my group Wednesday through Friday. So today I was live trading, and we're up literally 3% from last Monday when I launched the channel to today, just with this one. So it's pretty sweet. But how this works. So I just want to give you guys a little showcase. This is the artificial body of the car. Now let's get into the engine and see how much horsepower this has.
I like where this is going.
What we're doing here, so let's go over low E first. There's 2 main indicators, okay? And what this is, and guess what else people that sell indicators and signal groups won't tell you? They won't actually tell you the strategy. They'll just say, trust me, bro. You guys get to understand the strategy, because I'm not sitting here worried that you're going to copy me and you're going to just get my stop losses. Nobody in here is going to hunt my stop losses. I'm sorry. I love you guys, but no one in here is a hedge fund manager of hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. I'm sorry, but I'm not worried about that. So this is called low E, aka limit order wolf entry. So this indicator is like the Swiss Army knife. I like to call it. There's 3 strategies in one singular one, and you never have to worry about me saying, yes, we're profitable, because guess what TradingView does? TradingView has this beautiful little strategy tester down here that shows you the data, and I don't even have to tell you that it's profitable. So it's just only showing 11 trades here because we're on a 1-minute time frame, and TradingView how many candlesticks it'll go back. But it has this cool little deep back testing function where I can choose the start date And if you want to see a year's worth of data from just this one model on this one time frame, trading just US 30, that's why I'm saying if you like, you guys have to take this and build your own settings with like say Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever you want to trade. And I'll show you how to do that. And I also have tutorial videos if you get this. But if you just want to see like what a year's worth of data is, so this is January of last year and this is today, and you generate report, it'll show you a historical data set of this specific model taking this exact types of trades on this time frame on this asset, and it'll print it here for you. So I like to call this is it's like the Build-A-Bear of strategies, where you're using the foundation, which is a profitable trading model that uses market structure and price action, and then you combine that with fine tuning it with these settings here that and then using the data, you can have a profitable strategy. So this is just one. So this is starting from January of last year to today. So 195 trades, 50% win rate. Oh my God, it's not 100. Oh my God, it's not 90%. Yes, in trading, guys, if you see any of this bullcrap YouTube videos, Twitter posts, 90% win rate doesn't matter. What matters is risk management. This is why retail traders and most people fail at trading. It's not about winning. It's about risk management. You can be profitable with a 30% win rate because you're risking $1 to make 5 or 6 or 7. It's math. It's math and risk management. That's it. So you can see here with my risk to reward ratio of 1.735, because that's what I have programmed right now in the settings that you guys can fine tune. The profit factor is 1.753, meaning for every $1 I lose, I'm gaining $1.75. So this is what it performed over just a year. Very low drawdown in comparison to the net profit, as you can see. So this is just some of the metrics. And then if you want to see even more specifics, you can go into all this different stuff. What's the max drawdown? What is this in comparison to the buy and hold? Meaning if I just bought and hold the Dow Jones, did my model actually outperform the Dow Jones? You can see, yes, it did. In the positive. You can see the Sharpe ratio, meaning the Sharpe ratio, it's a very complicated name for how smooth is your equity curve, because your equity curve shows consistency. If your equity curve is very, subtly in the up and to the right, then you're consistent. If you just have an equity curve, and this is another thing that people like to flex and they don't even know how dumb they look, is their equity curve looks like this. Mm-hmm. I'm sure everyone in here has seen people flex doing that, right? This is a terrible consistency, meaning they're just gambling. They don't have a consistent strategy, whatever, right? We're using data here. Sharpe ratio, all that stuff, right? You can see all this data. You don't have to trust me. You have a model that is objectively profitable, and then you find the asset that you want to trade using this system, and then you fine tune it to whatever you want. So like if we were to look up Bitcoin, if I pulled Bitcoin up right off the bat, this would probably not look the best. Okay, let's see. I thought that would. So this will load, and with these exact settings, trading on the 1 minute time frame on Bitcoin, it's only got 4 trades, but you can kind of see that's funny enough. In just 4 trades, we still made 1.4%.
Oh, wow.
But you can see that as you fine tune this, like if I just literally change one parameter, and I'll go over all that. If I do 3 trades a day instead of 2, any little fine tune that I set in these settings, it will change the overall value here. So now you can see it's roughly the same because it's on the 1 minute, but you can see it changes and adapts to it. So the first model that this does is called low E, and what this stands for is limit order wolf entry. And what that means is every single day, an asset, even Bitcoin, Ethereum, every crypto, and I want to give you guys value that even if you're not a customer, I don't care because I want to give you guys value.
Appreciate that.
Every asset that you trade objectively has a high and a low. Now, a really cool indicator on TradingView, you guys, this is totally free. You can go to tops and bottoms. It's called the tops and bottoms time of day report. You can even favorite it here in TradingView, and this is totally free. You can even, if you have a free TradingView account, you can use this. And what this shows you is the statistical 10 plus years of data of whatever asset you're looking at. When is it made during the day a high, and when is it made a low? So you take this, my camera turned off, my bad. But when you take this data, so you can see, I didn't add it to the chart. Tops and bottoms, apply. So when you take this data, you can see on US 30, so the Dow Jones, we make a statistical high based on my time frame, which it's going off of my chart, which is the UTC -5 or Eastern EST. At 9 to 10, when the market opens, it makes a statistical high and low. Does that mean every single day this set is going to make a high and low at this specific time? No, but it locks in a daily high or low at this specific time frame. So same for Bitcoin, same for Ethereum, Matic, XRP. Every asset that you would like to trade, either day trade or swing trade, there is a statistical day, part of the day, part of the hour that you can take advantage of the high or the low of that asset. So now you combine this indicator with mine, and you can now have an insanely profitable model that you have built using my tools. So you can see here, if I know that the Dow Jones makes a statistical high or low at 8 or 9 o'clock, and then I go into my settings here, and I say, I want you to start drawing the high and low at 2:15 to 6 o'clock. So this is the current day high and low. And if this gets broken, I want you to take a short once we get above this high, and it even draws it for you. You can see the red. Or I want you to take a long when we get below that. But then here's the secret sauce. This is why I can tell you guys the strategy, and I know you can't just simply replicate this, rip me off, whatever. I have proprietary formulas that I have built showing leptokurtic distributions. It's a very fancy word for every single day you have a distribution of price. If for all my math nerds out there, you can go look that up, what leptokurtic distributions are. And what these little red and green wolves are, these are showing you leptokurtic distributions of price. You can swing trade with literally just these. And no, these are not buy and sell signals. What these are is showing you the distribution of price when price is starting to move bearish or when price is starting to move bullish. So you can see, even if I was just wanting to swing trade, you can even use this. And this is why I say this is a Swiss Army knife indicator, is you don't even have to use this strategy. Say you're a swing trader, you just want to buy and hold crypto. You don't even want to day trade, do all this stuff. You can click turn off trades. You can click this button right here, go to the 1 hour time frame. You just got to let it load here. It looks at a lot of data, so you just got to give it a minute. That's why it's spinning. And it will show you when, here we go. So we're on the 1 hour time frame now. Or let's say you want to go higher. I don't want to let it load. Respect your guys' time. So you can find, if let's say this was Bitcoin. Let's go to Bitcoin. You can find, if you're just wanting to dollar cost average into Bitcoin or find good buying opportunities into Bitcoin, you can literally just use this indicator to see the leptokurtic distribution of when you have a high probability of when price retraces to your buying point of getting back into the market. So you could literally just do a simple support and resistance, and anybody can draw a support and resistance on the chart, right? Just where price comes and touches to a bunch. So here's a support right here. So you'd say, okay, I'm long on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is going to go to the moon. I know you like XRP, Crypto Sensei. So same thing with XRP. If you want to find good buying opportunities for XRP, let's look up XRP. And you say, you know what? When XRP gets to a support level that I deem is a valuable area, like let's say right now, XRP is coming into this support level. I wait until I get, and yes, you can get an alert. I wait until I get an alert on XRP and I just add to my bag. So like right here, you have a green wolf. Here was a nice little consolidation. You'd say, okay, on the 1 hour time frame, when I get this, I'm going to add to my position, or I'm going to take a long. And right here, we break off this support, and this will be your long, right? If you're just a long and long-term, you don't really use a stop loss. You're just a long-term investor. But if you're trading this, swing trading it, this has been a beautiful trade. Yeah. So you can use this as confluence. So that's another little aspect of how you can use this. So there's a lot of different ways that you can customize this and tailor it to how you want to trade. The biggest thing and the biggest value add that this can provide to you guys is giving you data and high probability decisions that you can make on the chart that takes care of you. And again, you don't have to believe me because you build the data for yourself. So does that kind of make, I try not to overwhelm people because there's a lot going on.
I am overwhelmed, Ausin.
Yeah.
But your knowledge is truly incredible, man. I have to say, as far as, when we have people that come in, you know what you're talking about. So there's a couple questions from the audience, and I'm gonna get that in just 1 second. But there's going to be people that watch this on the replay. There might be people in the audience right now that are a little overwhelmed. So how, can they come into your group Can you work with these people? You know, because there's people that are going to be like, man, this looks like it works. They look at you, they trust you, you know what you're talking about. They want to join your community. They want to use these indicators. Walk us through how you kind of help guide people through to help them get all of this stuff set up.
Yeah. So if you feel overwhelmed, like I said, people have joined my Discord not knowing what a candlestick was. All right. Like, you just have to treat it like a business, just like any other business. You're going to have to learn a little bit. It's not going to be just a buy and sell thing, because I don't want to give you guys buy and sell stuff. I'm long term. Okay. So if you really think you want to do something like this long term, please do it. If you don't, maybe I'm not the person that you want to come to, but I hope you got value from this AMA either way. But yes, once you buy the indicator, I think I seen somebody from your team just shared the WAP links.
Yep.
It's on WAP.com, which is a very safe website. A lot of memberships. Yeah, you guys use it. Yeah. So you guys are already familiar with WAP. There you go. And so you sign up, you'll automatically get the indicator role in my Discord, just like how you guys use it as well, I'm assuming.
Yep.
So you guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me. The tutorial videos, I have a whole bank of tutorial videos that I go through everything exhaustively into detail. So you can literally watch them a million times. And if even those don't answer any of your questions, you got me in there. Again, I try to be very communicative with anybody in the Discord. I'm always in there talking to people. We literally, funny enough, right before this Discord call, right before this AMA, 2 of my members literally found a beautiful setup and hit a full take profit trade right before this call, and we're just sitting here talking about it. So like,
love that, bro.
It's a really fun time to be in the Discord, and you can just use it to come and hang out too. And I'm not just going to sit here and be like, oh no, I'm only going to talk about the indicator. If you're really wanting to learn and do this, and you want to use this but also still learn, I'm going to be in the Discord. I'm not going to put you on mute or only answer indicator questions or whatever.
Chris G actually said, what prop firm are you currently using on your account?
So these indicators and the screenshot that I shared in my Discord, which if you guys want to see that, because I try to be very transparent. Right here, I'll paste this if you guys are looking at my screen, I'll paste it here. So this right here was just today. So you can see there's all the trades, AUD, USD CAD, the Dow Jones, which is what you have here.
Nice little 518 profit. Yeah, strong, man.
Yeah. So this is from Funded Engineer. So Funded Engineer, they are hands down, and I'm not endorsed by them. I'm not paid to say this. I'm not a sponsor. They are one of my favorite prop firms ever. Spreads are very low. Slippage is little to none, and it's great. It's a great prop firm. I love them.
Gideon, who's also a member here, he's a mod on our team. He's been with us for a very long time. Great guy. He said, Austin, I'm also a vet, retired, so I have lots of time. How can I get with your club when you only have 100 people? Like, it sounded like you're expanding the number, right? So that more people can come in now. Is that right?
Well, anybody can get the indicators and the algos. That's not. So the Pack Trade Group, I guess, if you want to classify what that is, that's like a mentorship. Like, I trade Wednesday through Friday, sharing my screen, wins and losses, showing all my setups. I have one of my students. He was an 18-year-old. I love going down tangents. I'm sorry, man.
You're good, bro.
One of my students, he is, I don't want to give away his location because you guys will see him in there if you join, unless he wants to give you his location. He is a funded trader at 18 years old, already got some payouts, and the dude literally is now like he has done everything I taught to a T, didn't get emotional, didn't go revenge trade, do a bunch of stupid stuff. Like, he is solid. And now he trades our London session. So we have live trade sessions during London. So for the EST people, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning. So for all you people that are overseas, we now have if you want to join the Pack Trader, we cover the London session. We trade early New York, 6 a.m. EST, right, with another one of my Discord members. His name's Danny, another amazing guy. And now myself at 8 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday through Friday. So we do that. But what was the question? I was sitting here getting context, and now I forgot the question. Can you join member? The cap. Yeah. So I always keep it at 100. Right now we have exactly, I just checked, 91. We always fluctuate between, we go to 100, We get an influx of people.
Yep.
A couple people stay. The rest are like, oh man, I'm not rich in a week. So then they leave, but
yeah, I hear you, bro.
So that's why I'm always keeping at it. But yes, we do have spots. If you guys want to do that, that's a totally available thing right now too. We have 12 people in here. So about half of you could probably join, right? Because, there's not 12 spots. But if you want to join, once you join my Discord, open up a support ticket to get the link, and you just open up a support ticket. I'll shoot you the Me6 subscription link. And then it's like I said, $30 a month. You get in what you put in, and live sessions Wednesday through Friday. I got content on all my models. You get access to all the indicators, all that stuff.
I love it. And if you're going to do it right. I think the people that join this community and that stay longer than a week, stay a month, stay 2 months, those are the most successful people. And it sounds like it's the same for you, right?
Down.
You have to commit yourself to spending the time, learning all of this stuff. You can't just be successful overnight, right? You have to develop those skills. You have to sharpen it. You have to work hard at it. And once you get to that point, I mean, man, just the way that you come off, the way that you're able to share, the way that you communicate, you can tell that you've spent the time. You've done the time. You're out here helping people. You're showing people, and it shows, man. And so thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else that you feel is important that you wanted to share maybe before we ended today? And before you ask them that, I'd like to probably bring you back to maybe in a month or two to kind of come back, because I mean, we're kind of growing every day now, and I know there's going to be new people joining that are definitely going to want to learn from you, man, because you are one of the sharp tools that we've had here talking with the community. So I want to bring you back. But what do you want to say in closing, man?
Yeah, man. In closing, guys, listen, I love trading so much because of the fact that, in my opinion, it is one of the best solo businesses anybody can create if they aspire to be an entrepreneur, because it buys your time back once you spend 1 to 2 to 3 years. Yes, I said 1 to 3 years, not 1 to 3 weeks. Once you really spend time, and again, people have gotten payouts in my community in less than 3-4 months. I'm not promising that's going to be you, but it's all about how much work you put in. So it is possible to get smoother. I'm just saying, just expect 1 to 3 years. Yeah. But if you really choose to do this, if you love crypto, and if you're a crypto enthusiast, you don't have to sit here and say, dang, Crypto Sensei talked about this new token that he's really bullish on, but I only have $100. You can say, I can create my own income. I can literally scale my income. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, boss, can I work overtime to have a little bit of extra spending money for crypto, for my degen investments or whatever, right? You don't have to do that. You have a skill that no one can rug from you. You have a skill that it is endlessly scalable, especially with prop firms. And most importantly, you have a skill that translates to any other career field in this entire world. What career field did you go to college for, that you got a degree for, that you went in super debt for, because people think trading is this, oh my God, I have to spend $100 and then I lose it and I'm still not. People go to debt in college for hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a useless piece of paper that maybe you can make a median salary with. But people, when it comes to trading, think 1 to 3 years is an insane time frame at half the cost to learn a skill that you can start making bank day one after year 3, year 4. So when it comes to this, you have a skill, and I have now built a tool that you can take this and launch the learning curve and really escalate how much you want to extract from these markets, and then do whatever the heck you want. Focus on your passions. You don't see me trading right now. I made $1,200 this morning in front of my community, literally just a couple hours of dedication. And then I get to now do whatever the heck I want to do for the rest of my life. And I used to work very tirelessly, very long hours for the same amount of money that it took me a couple hours to make in the morning, using a skill that it took me a little bit of time that I was very consistent with. So if you really think trading even is just a part of something that you think you would like to do, come in here, join the Pack Trade group, get the indicators, do whatever you want that you think could add value to you. And if you don't like it, there's also a 3 free day trial. I didn't mention that. Oh. These indicators, both of these have a 3 free day trial. In that, obviously, you get the Discord access and all that. Come and use the 3 free day trial. And look at that. Entry aid right there. Sell signal on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going down, baby. Look at that right there in front of your guys' face. But come in there, guys. I'm always open to really helping because I've seen people's lives change. My life has changed from this. It's only gotten better. It is one of the most honorable, like I feel so honored to just build a community of no BS, real trading, that it's right under me joining the military. Like I felt so empowered doing this, and I would do this every day of my life. Versus a 9-to-5 or any other safe way. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this, got value from this. Again, thank you so much for letting me come on here and go on tangents left and right and talk about what I'm passionate about.
No, awesome, man. And thank you. And Alpha Bravo said, if anyone wants more info about Ausin stuff, feel free to tag Alpha Bravo. And Dark is saying, same here,
Yep.
man. It's my second job now. So, you hear it from people that have been in this community for years that they're having success.
Oh, yeah.
They're in your community, man. And if those people are saying these great things about you, I know them to be true because, these are people that I've been with over the last few years, and I really trust what they're saying. So, man, thank you so much for your time, Ausin. I really do appreciate it. Any questions, feel free to reach out to Alpha, reach out to Ausin, reach out to Dark. They can maybe answer some questions and get you started. And we look forward to having you back, man. I hope you have a huge, successful 2024. I hope your community grows, and I wish you all the success, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, same for you, man. I'll happily come back dude, we can nerd out on just a session of what tokens we could long term buy using this stuff. I mean, dude, there's the possibilities are endless. But yes, thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, and real quickly, and it goes to it like, Ausin's been working on this trading strategy and perfecting his skills for the last 3 or 4 years. I've been researching crypto projects for the last 3 or 4 years, right? It takes time, right? To get good at identifying good things in life, right? And so just like you said, if you go to college for that 4-year degree, I mean, you put 4 years into understanding your technology or you're understanding crypto or researching, you're going to get real good at doing that. And that's really where life-changing, game-changing money comes in. And I wish you all the success, man. Thank you for your time.
And I want to say real quick before I go, because somebody was asking, do you trade crypto? There are crypto-friendly props. So my favorite one, and I love them. Again, I'm not paid to say this. I'm not endorsing it. But Crypto Fund Trader, which is another prop firm, they are actually one of the first prop firms. They started last year, January. They're one of the first prop firms that actually have decent spreads on crypto, and you get the benefits and the lucrative benefits of trading the same way. It's same process as all the other prop firms, but their spreads are very low. You can still trade crypto with a lot of other prop firms, but the spreads are super high where like you get into a position and you're instantly down like $200 because the spreads are so bad. But with Crypto Fund Trader and a couple others, you can actually trade a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, all these crazy tokens. You can day trade them, swing trade them, and be a funded prop trader trading crypto as well. And if you guys want any more info, just tag me and I'll give you guys the link. But yeah, Crypto Fund Trader, you can definitely use my indicators and trade Crypto Fund Trader with crypto as well.
Brilliant, man.
So yeah, thank you once again. Thank you once again, man.
I shared all your indicators again. And guys, if you have any questions, reach out to us. And you have a great day, Ausin. Thank you for your time, bro.
Yes, sir. You guys too.
Aloha.
Be blessed.